All right, so how I 10x my pay this week alone. Last week, I made a couple of lousy $100. This week, I made over $4,000. Same skills, the same tools, just a different strategy. And no, I don't need a whole team of people to make it happen for me. This is real and simple. Let me explain. So I got a couple of steps that you'll need to take in order to make these things happen for you, okay? You can't just change one or two things to 10x your business. There is a multitude of things and areas that you need to adjust in order to make good money. So we're going to start with the first one. Stop thinking like an employee. You're the boss. Act like it. Now, when I first came to the game, I was a young mustache. I had a lot to learn. I used to trade hours for dollars. Now I trade value for pay, which means I charge per job. If I were to charge per hour, I'd be losing a lot of money. So don't nunca, ever do that shit. Because that's how you play yourself. You only charge per job. Doing this off the top immediately will give your money, your business, a shot in the ass of steroids that will blow up your money. And it'll make you make some good change. I promise you that. People look at the price of you getting paid hourly. If they see that you're making $100 an hour, they'll make you drop that very quick down to 50 or something like that. You want to make sure that you charge per job because they have no idea how long things are going to take you. Some might be, smart enough to know, but most won't. So keep that in mind. And let me just show you a little example of this. So I install fans for $150 a pop, right? And I get it done generally in about 30 or 40 minutes. But if I was working hourly and wanted to make the same amount of money, I'd have to charge $75 an hour, and I would have to try to stretch it out to 2 hours just so I could justify the pay to the client. Also, I can charge a lot more by the job instead of by the hour. See the difference? Besides, that's how certain people, when they pay you by the hour, that's how certain people try to play you. They try to get you to lower your price. And that's how they try to control you by saying, hey, you need to work harder. Hey, get off your phone. Or they basically become helicopter bosses. And last time I checked, this is your business, not theirs. So that's why you don't want to charge per hour. You charge per the job. This is your business. You're the boss. Okay? This is your company, not theirs. Anyways, just understand though also, don't be super offensive about it. It's not personal. It's just business. That's where the saying comes from. People aren't personal. It's just money. People get weird with money. Okay? So don't forget, charge per job, not by the hour. You're the boss. You call the shots, not the clients hiring you. Scratch that. Forget it. This is one of those first mindset shifts that we talk about in Rise and Rule. How to charge like a business and not get paid like an employee. Okay? All right. So now, step 2, create an offer, a package, not a price list. Now you see, I'm a handyman. And my main objective is whenever there's a request for one thing, I always try to have a few things I can add to it. And what I mean by that is there's always a package I can push together to the client to create a bigger sale, which translates into more Benjis. And an example of this is when someone calls for a simple TV mounting job, right? And they'll ask me, oh, how much is this? How much is it to mount a TV? I charge $120. Instead of just telling them a price quickly, I'll showcase what they're asking for, and I'll hit them with the, I'll put in the leather seats and the big rims and the whole package, if you understand what I'm saying. I'll tell them, wow, I'm so glad you called because we currently have a special on TV mounting. We have our premium package as well as our ultra package. The elite is mounting the TV and adding an outlet behind the TV for $269. Or I have the ultra package that mounts the TV, hides the cables in the wall, and adds the outlet behind the TV. only for $325. It's a great special. And you see how it's presented in such a better way instead of just giving them the price real quick and hanging the phone up if they don't want it. You're rolling out a presentation to them so it sparks their interest. And these are called bundle packages. That's what we call them to the client, but this is what we call an upsell. This is how we upsell our clients. So now, what was a regular $120 job just turned into a $325 job, possibly. And what if they have 4 freaking TVs? Now it's a fucking $1,300 job. Pardon my French. Ta-da! Always keep this in mind. Keep multiplying. Keep moving. It's the matrix, baby. Just keep stacking it up. All right, step 3. Systemize the client flow. Let me tell you something. Money loves systems, schedules. You don't need a VA. You don't need a CRM. I made just $4K this week just having a simple daily system. And how it went was every morning I would wake up, I would post my services to my local Facebook groups and then post it to my Nextdoor app. And when someone would hit me up, I would schedule the appointment immediately. I would make sure to send them a pre-written confirmation message, either to their text, either to their phone or to their email, clearly outlining what the day and time of our appointment was, the breakdown of what kind of work needed to be done, and for how much it was going to cost. I would make sure I would show up on time, do clean work, and ask for reviews afterwards, and rinse and repeat the same hustle every single day. It ain't something that's very sexy, but it works. I look sexy, but I'll tell you what, when I go to that bank account, ain't nothing sexier than a fat ass bank account. I promise you that. Also, if you want this confirmation message template, just click the link below to receive a free downloadable copy that you can use in your next appointment. All right, now, step 4. Be visible everywhere. This right here might have been one of the most overlooked moves that made me the most money this week. I had to make myself visible everywhere just by showing up in the spots where my clients already hung out. I knew my clients would be hanging out in the Facebook groups. I know they would be hanging out in the Nextdoor app. I know they would be in the Craigslist forums. These areas I know they would be hanging out at. So I would make sure to have all my accounts set up, ready to go. I'd be looking around, posting, leaving comments, leaving reviews on other people's things. If you know how the Nextdoor app goes, people are on there all day. And anytime someone would ask for something, I would always offer up my services. I would still post my services daily. And just by doing these simple little things, it would always turn me up one or two customers, or create a situation where I would have an appointment set up for them in the future. And it's easy. And there would be other times where I would just check in with my clients. The clients that I've seen previously, I'd send them all a text message. Hey, I've got some time open this week. And if there's anything you need done, just give me a response and I'll set you up with an appointment. These are the times I have available. And just as easy as that, I would get a job or two just from making that text message right there. I wouldn't do it once every week, but with the clients that I saw for the month, I would message those people. And then I go back the next month, and the next week. And I try cycling it out as much as I can. And the truth is, people can't hire you if they don't see you. If they don't even know you exist, it doesn't matter. You might be the best at what you do. You might be the coldest, the best in the city that you live in. But if you're invisible, you don't exist. You've got to be constantly nurturing your links, your online presence at no matter what. It's a big part of your job. Me personally, I spend 10 to 15 minutes a day making sure people can see my name. I post my ads to all the sites, and I don't have to do no cold calling or just have awkward meetings. All it is I just stay consistent online, quick 10 minutes in the mornings, and I'm done. Okay. You got to look at advertising as it's what keeps your phone ringing, and your skill is the matchmaker that introduces your client's money to your bank account. Pretty romantic, right? I thought so too. All right, so Step number 5, close like a pro. Let's keep it a buck. You may not be a salesman yet. And, no one likes to be pushed into buying anything. But if you want to get paid what you're worth, you have to know how to close clients. And the trick is, once you've seen them and you've done the whole walkthrough, you've done the layout, you've seen what services they need, you've put it all together. Now there's only one thing you need to ask them, is what day they would like the service done. Okay? Not if they want the service done, it's when they want the service done. Okay? So all you're going to do is just give them 2 clear options. Would you like me to do it this time or that time? And shut up. That's it. Don't put nothing else on it. That's it. That closes more jobs for me than telling them how much everything will cost, and at the end, ask them their opinion. Okay? Don't do that. Give them 2 options, and at the end, when doing the job or when doing the walkthrough, just ask them, would you like for me to do this on Friday, or would you like for me to do this on Saturday? Or, hey, would you like this done today? Or if you said your day off was tomorrow, can come back tomorrow at this time. That closes deals a lot smoother than giving the breakdown. Then asking, so what do you think? Would you like? Don't do that shit. You see how the client wants to think about it when you give them the option to do that? Instead, just give them the option of when they want it done, not if they want it done. Done, stupid. See how done that is? And of course, you never want to sound pushy, ever. You always want to influence your clients into giving yes answers. And stay on the ABC train, which stands for always be closing. Never let your clients think about if they want the service or not. You're at their house already, genius. Of course they want the service. So, and FYI, I have an excellent chapter on this in the Rise and Rule course. You would absolutely love it. It shows you how many closing techniques, what vocabulary to use, what not to use, along with a few rebuttals that have worked really, really good. There's so much in this chapter. There's 9 chapters total, and you would absolutely love the course. It's amazing. Well, anyways, now we're going to get back to what I was saying. Selling. You don't ever want to make your clients think you're selling them. You want them to know that you're guiding them. You're the expert. They called you, and you're the expert. Give them what they're looking for. So own that. Now, these are my little strategies into 10Xing your business with clients. If you like a little more proof, here's a little B-roll of my Zelle payments only. I had about a $12,000 month last month. These strategies, with these same strategies, there's no tricks, no bullshit, just facts. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Or if you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And also, I can't forget this. If you're trying to get your own business off the ground and you want all of this, the scripts, the pricing templates, the advertisement banners, the selling strategies, the AI, how to create your logo and create your business name, I have it all inside of the program Rise and Rule. I built this for people just like us, the ones who work hard but want to work smart now also. Check it out. The link is in the below. We'll see you on the next one. Salute.